And you're sorry, you say MPs from Mayor 11 regions, 63 out of 87 NPP MPs declare support for Dr. Bawumia. I'm not going to talk that much, but my catcher Ghana for Mahmoud Bawumia already election area. And I say the other people are wasting their money. And the enemy your party say there are people in the party today in the race who are telling the people the truth. Me, I'm one person. I've always said, Bryan Acheampong, on your credible to be president. Mahmoud Bawumia, on your credible to be president. Kennedy Japan is never and will never be credible to be president. Country, on the crumple de ukusi ukra, and the Japan the snitch. None of these people can be president. These people, they will go and join a group and say, we want to win power. We know them. Kennedy Japan. En kwasi asema ye ka kire na ye di natam ne kron no mo ka kire no o wi a oboka ko join the Bawumia say ye nko win power. That is MPP. Kere Japan onam wona omudi natam odi nkwasi asem o wi a after all this no oboka ko tena Bawumia ba asimu say ye nko campaign because their focus is about money. Say if we can come together and steal from the people, that's all that they need. Bryan Acheampong and I'd say no, at the end of the day, they will come together and say, okay, join it. These people, they are collective criminals. It's me, when I see them doing these things, I laugh because I know where it will end. These are a cluster of criminals who have decided to see if they can all lead a bus. If none of them or one person leads, the rest of the thieves will come together and say, that is the end game. Now, apart from them doing this, there's something I want people to understand. Hey, it is beginning to look like, say, and the MPP, Obian will to Makasaitia Bawumia, Obian to me pointing out the ills, Bawumia's contribution to the defeat of the NPP in 2024. I had to say, and the haram MPP mu. How dare you criticize Bawumia? How dare you? And so instead, yeah, because I say Ekufuado ma hijack party no. Mahmoud Bawumia na yere Samire. I say and Samira Jimmy Krampo na yetiana MPP for say ade na okotia Samira. Na Samira ankene politics anka Samira anko ye wan. E dia brand na Samira bo before say obeye eye second lady dia brand na Samira bo no Ghana. E dia brand na Samira bo a time at 2014 15 16 na store ben no we be kudu store kra Ghana. Na Samira Bawumia or your faith in onam. It is looking like today in the MPP. It's so interesting. So we'll be deep Bryan Acheampong atama normal. So we MPP no dick and the upon atama but so be criticized by Bawumia pe. Then hell breaks loose. Argentina will come back. It does not make sense. But you see, the honest truth is the NPP can only survive when they decide to allow people to tell them the truth and they themselves tell each other the truth. Without that, this Bawumia lie now clouded the NPP, it will destroy the party. A party need to be surviving. And then I'm so the say this party will be in opposition for 48 years and 42 years, and the party I'm going to nullify it in 2028. As much as Bryan Acheampong on kanokre wedding kwasiasem on your presidential material, at least Bryan Acheampong is being very honest in his delivery. Wajia tum so okahon ye say mine no. Kennedy Japan wajia tum so no so kahon no mo ball mine no. Mahmoud Bawumia and the group in person Bejatu. And it's so despicable, because this is a political party. Nipana Olidi party, Emma party in the history of world politics. 38%, that person on any group, some more party, they just don't want to admit to say Nipana is the weakest link in the party. And then I come say MPP for Bawumia group, Omakofa document Biaba Bontine. I Bryan Acheampong, time I know or your minister fertilizer be and a Bryan Acheampong farm. But I'm say the only thing Bryan Acheampong did was to tell Ghana for say dollar na you better on the phone. Your dollar was 17. Bryan Acheampong always catch MPP for 90%. Or the MPP for when you see a beam. Bryan Acheampong not the cabinet chair any the regional chairman. Who constituency executive now Kotwabano. No delegate was at cabinet. Bryan Acheampong no cabinet. Bryan Acheampong or kahoni ebu Ghana for edi sika. In send Bryan Acheampong catcher said, "Na me wo hobby, na me te cabinet, na me ni mule for we nyina nete wo. Kene Japan points so nyina na me ka ho. Me na me catcher mu say dollar na ye fa no 4, and ye ja ne 17. Asime si Bawumia or say your economist. nipa na or say a home match or na and also yen easy no when to me anye apart from Bryan Acheampong or kromfo a on kan kura onye presidential material no Bryan Acheampong at least is trying to tell them say mommy engine tum Bawumia Jimmy ne nyoma oyeye ene ye nyina ye kro no e boy e party ni opposition until we get to that point enya dia party we betima ye papa he Bryan Acheampong was clear about it okay mommy enko tie Bryan Acheampong osina dollar no was 17 but almost for dollar ni free efa almost for free 4 he's at least being honest yenya ye wi4 mommy engine tum ne yembo ye hu asu ne yenhwe se nyambe betie ya still there's a fashion in the party. Bawumia call for no, Kufuor call for, Gabi call for no, man Bawumia some. Now, me and Bawumia some. Ayadena, you better be Bawumia man call the party. This is Bryan Acheampong or catch from clear. If $1.04 and you got $17.
Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Now the office, I was the office of the vice president. Nipa 100,000 napko. You intimate Jomoka at the office of the vice president. I'm a yellow election. I told you. Kufuor say all the abrantie bi ba amana be hihye Ghana sika amemu ayede ama odi ahoto ayede ablay ye fa dollar no from 4 ye pam ye fi aban no na dollar no was 17 yama how much the economy no na run na fa win election ma wo ho ye dey 54 e dey accord 17 e provide a line e wo Ministry of Finance e gina e konso e jobu sika areho ye dey apam ye yes fertilizer na beje ye lusu wo ba subi hono subi ye bi ebro wo ya polus ya vote akofo kwada so ha ebro ahin ye bia wa circle la ye lusu over 20,000 ye bi ebro wo circle sa propaganda no enko bebia muma ye fantoche ye nina kwada so ye matured constituency ye nim and some ni bi wo hono mo ye ntimi fa ya no enka wo platform so stage so and ye nina wa ha ye nim nema e koso ye lusu ye antia ye repeat candidate enko ye mai na ye ko fa ba kono so a ye nim ye show that part 1 no eye enkofo no eno so no e ba be ye nya me pay na betinga ka party na bom men are making the discipline about mobilizing resources. The about police station near Bawumia when this what the Hulusuno, Mama Bem, Edia Maye. Now the young couple, Ebu Mino, SCA Mino, Abayana, a hotel. Messi from Wahanemum. Genefe, say a cromfo, Asia. Na cromfo ba koka se, Uni Bibi. Yenina ya cromfo. Na yan tum se ya kromfo na yama ewiase hu se ya kromfo se na ebe ya ye boy yesuo nipam na anyina hu se ya sakra omaje atum that is all enkofo we so monti ase Bryan Acheampong say 100,000 napkofo aye fo bodwa ye nti obi aka 100,000 ye fa nipa 100,000 ye dom ko gina Independence Square de Shatawale program e man kora we sai emrante ne maba omutu nyina atim fifiri mesa get me ye paki dipa 100,000 ni nyana ya tro Mahamudu Bawumia wo office na ehwe napko so e wo sanke tua obi aka ye de mrante ne mbaba wa ne mumbrewa ekogina e de Independence Square ewia 2:30 ewia bomma imfifia sone omo drops ase nyina afo obi yi ne drops no him ni say no twa wenima wenim be sa azuri mark babedaha sanyoma we nyina akoso e no se me na me cabinet minister wo me de misika ehye party nim me de misika da ho hyem na me ka ho na yetena cabinet na Bawumia teme benkum so ye de dollar ne man at 4 Mahamudu Bawumia nka no kore oja no 17 ontumi mbo adwuma no we de na efe sa kromfo ehia na kromfo ka obanu asem na kromfo njintum ne ehu sa kromfo sakra akromfo afi omoto ada ya nti ase ya akro ye keja ti akromfo a ja ye ne yewia ya chie ne abu yeku ya yepenisa until right now the party is waiting for Ghanaians in court to beat them to death because party ni ready say omokro no ometwe mo afrim yempo Bryan Acheampong wajetum so akromfo osimi nuanom akromfo yi den ye wia sika ye bugana fo faso ye dada mabunu ye ji sika firi omu nsem dollar wo Bawumia o kan ye ho te cabinet ye de hye won safo a na wo so wo ye whiskey no dollar no ye gya ne 17 so regional chairman general secretary party executive bi betina radio so na Facebook say Bryan Acheampong bo a ono kwasia no ni tipa ne Bryan Acheampong party ni if a dirty riffraff nipa Jimmy Fobi or party so or regional chairman
a regional chairman, any cabinet minister, one or power, one or detail. Bryan Acheampong has more facts than any regional chairman, a MPP regional chairman. Into Bryan Acheampong, on a den chairman on a den chairman meeting. Woko Acheampong, what a bono, what a wurem, and a sabio, who the MPP for Kituabianim, on what thing cannot cabinet, and I'll say, yet national, yet the man at 4. Yes, sorry, no, na 17. Nipani Jimmy, what was I want to ask here, what in King Kensu, or your treasure, or I'll be on Facebook here today, or dying, count 2 minutes, baby, you know. And this is what I've been talking about. Party engine tum. Inti ana me hum nyama bi say, yes, nipa 63, and our MPs, omunyina be support to Bawumia. Say, hey, mu Jimmy, and the yanka Bawumia some more party nim. Now, who said, Sir Mahamud Bawumia, Ghana for want Bawumia? Party na mutirimuno, party ni kwa mpe Bawumia. Inti, I just don't get it. Send ye beya, mobetnas ni nyina ye MPP for me MPP ni am nyansa. Maka. Bryan Acheampong, even though you're from 4 party, Osaka Semichromo, Ose fertilizer, me na me a Greek minister. Fertilizer, ya dema, MPs se omunkoche, omu wia ni nyina. Bryan Acheampong to the numu 2. One and vice president, one and a cabinet. Na Bryan Acheampong ne Bawumia ne cabinet. Omu nyina nim se fertilizer na anko, omu party for ni wia diye. Bryan Acheampong, esa kano kure echere omu.
I have heard 3 propaganda against me. 2 that they are pushing in, or 3 of them they are pushing on in the Upper West region. That I didn't bring fertilizer to Upper West, and therefore we lost the election. But if it is fertilizer that we're going to win the election, then all we have to do is to just buy fertilizer, 6 months to election, and distribute. Nobody can tell me that we won 2016 because of fertilizer, we won 2020 because of fertilizer. But that even aside, everything that was supposed to come, there are 2 people that were giving fertilizer. Local Ministry of Local Government, Natoshi, was bringing fertilizer to the assembly. The dry spell fertilizer for Upper West, every single one of them came to Upper West. Every single one of them came. Every single one of them came. When the fertilizer gets to Upper West, I am not responsible for its distribution. Once you pick it from the supplier brings it to Upper West, the person responsible is the parliamentary candidate and the DC. Look, the night before, the day of voting, because they wanted to smuggle it. Because they wanted to smuggle the fertilizer. The fertilizer was not sitting with me in my warehouse here in Accra. It was not sitting with me. And the number of bags of fertilizers we brought to the Upper West region, nobody in any year has bringing that quantity of fertilizer for the dry spell. Nobody. It was sitting with you. And then you say that you can't share it. I don't understand. Fertilizer, the day of voting, even if it came the morning of the voting, yet it came months before the election. We have everybody, if I come to I'll come to everybody's constituency. And I will show when the parliamentary candidates receive their fertilizer. We have the data. We have the data. But I'm saying that
this is where the problem is. Bryan Acheampong say, yenya yewifo, yewi Ghana for. Memi yewi. Bawumia wo yewi. Kennedy su yewi. Kent yewi. Kwabena Japan yewi. Momi enka no kure no. Bryan Acheampong ogina wo kasa asem no. Ono su wi fertilizer ni bi. Because MPP for no ni wi fertilizer no. O kasa no say fertilizer yi election day. Yenyina na yakocha fertilizer yi. And yenyina yewiaye. Ye fertilizer na nkodu amode be hyame. Na me nkwana na me nipa mekuta fertilizer wa Ghana. Moba me hotel na fertilizer wa ha. Inti Bryan Acheampong ka kire Ghana for say hwe. Ye ne MPP for no untumi ngi ye ni o. Ye na yetumi egige fertilizer election day ni yewia. Okasa NDC for. Or see, we wanted to steal the fertilizer and we stole it. Now ni bia ya. Bryan Acheampong no person kata ne to. ɛna Bawumia nkɔfoɔ ne Kennedy nkɔfoɔ no ɔmo ne wi fertilizer no ɔmo sɛ daabi ɛwɔ mo sɛ yɛ akrɔmfoɔ na ɛnyɛ sɛ obesi yɛn ntoma gu fi wɔ abɔntene ɛna yɛsɔ bɛtoto ɛfiri sɛ wo Bryan Acheampong the day ne ɛkɔto aba no bɛyɛ 10 days to elections o de letter by ɛsɛ fertilizer kɔ the same day na ɔsɛ asesa letter ne sɛ ɛdeɛ asɛm foforɔ nti wo Bryan Acheampong woyɛ saa deɛ yɛn nyinaa ɛkata so ɛfiri sɛ ne yɛnim sɛ o de saa deɛ no ɛkɔva fertilizer na yɛwia no ɛnti ɛnda ɔmo ba abɔntene Bawumia nkɔfoɔ sɛ okay sɛ wosi Mahmudu ɛyɛ wi ɔno nko adeɛ emblem na ɛnde ɛbɛkyerɛ Ghanafoɔ sɛ yɛn nyinaa ne yɛwia fertilizer no Kennedy wia bi Bryan Acheampong wo wia bi Bawumia wia bi Country wia bi ɛyɛ deɛ Kɔbere Japan so wie bi nti ɔmo akɔyi letter aba bɛkyerɛ Ghanafoɔ sɛ hɛ Bryan Acheampong bɛ sɛ ogu yɛn nko anim ase yɛn nyinaa bɛte yɛn ho to nti sia party no apai and the letter ɔmo de aba abɔntene yɛ bɛdwidwam nkɔfoɔ wei now besides the letters are two now baako yɛ 27th of January 2024 and I'm yes and the funny thing is one letter one date, different content. Because when you read letters now, this is what the letter basically. And team, the summary of the letter in Mami kind summary in show me we are na show exactly besides get me. Besides, I want to show them the summary of the letter. Okay, all right. Inti, let me read the letter in German. Besides, I just saw you send me a summary of the letter, but if you want me to read everything, I can read everything. Now, this letter, where am I reading? This is what is in. Na Bryan Acheampong, and a minister, a Greek minister. We mo ye wifu. We mo omo wiya che. And we are no. So in the letter, no, Bryan Acheampong issued this letter on the 27th of November 2024. Bawumia for na kofa bawu because Bawumia se on tiase on the Kennedy muso on tiase Bryan Acheampong be so chese on nyewi abrobu nyina yewi. Enti the summary ne say Bryan Acheampong issued a letter on the 27th of November 2024 signed on his behalf by the acting director, chief director. Now Sa letter we release on the 27th of November 2024 no. Chief director Simon Bryan Acheampong no. Sa letter no. What happens and then they say and the reference number on the letter no SC 504/505/505/08. Now the same letter no, the same day or release letter 2 Bryan Acheampong or release letter 2 with the same date. This is the same Bryan Acheampong. Omuche fertilizer we na afọ be say Jimmy. And Bawumia akose omunko yi letter number be ka che Ghana for ko omunya na wi fertilizer. Hey, and we wi be wi. Ye nyina ye wi. Enti omo bo moto powder wo wiem. Omo bo omoto powder e wo de enkejetia. And ye ya kwesi dey and MPP for bo moto powder wa kwesi dey ase. Now the same day he replaced the letter with another one bearing the same reference number and signed by the same acting director, chief director. Though the distribution list differed. Now letter in the mamen kan chiremo. No Bryan, no vote. No Kennedy, no vote. No Bawumia, no vote. No Country, no vote. No Kɔbere Japan, no vote. It is here one party to about more Jimmy. No Bryan, no vote. No Kennedy, no vote. No Bawumia, no vote. No Country, no vote. No Kɔbere Japan, no vote. Indian to my Jimmy for. Now allocation of fertilizers, that is NPK and urea to the regions. Bryan Acheampong, chief director. And I didn't Sasha Asiama Bryan Acheampong, 27th of November 2024. They are criminals. We want you fool. Omo we are different to Munkwara Breman on their politics. MPP for as a political party. Krono mu krodo so. Udim krodo so. Krono mu krodo so. Omo to say krono mu bed bags. Baku ura ufia wewu. MPP. Yeka krono mu krodo so. Yeka krodo so. Krono mu a bed bags in some grosio. Chronomus on grosio. MPP and anti copy back MPP. Chronomu crodoso. Chronomu ayadian and a mumpuruka. Chronomu ayadian a bed bags. Oh boa. Baku room and the utiatse. Now, the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, MOFA, has allocated specific quantities of fertilizer, NPK, and urea to be distributed to the various regions. Now, please find attached the quantities of fertilizers allocated to the holding centers in your region, your information, and necessary action. Due to logistics and time constraints, management has decided that the fertilizers are transported directly to the Metropolitan, Municipal, and District Assemblies, that's MMDAs. This implies that the fertilizers will no longer be transported to the regional holding centers. Please find attached the quantities to be distributed to the various MMDAs for your information. Ministry of Food and Agriculture has contracted Rans Logistics Limited. Sa company we are contracting Bryan Acheampong dia. Sa company is distribute fertilizer na Acheampong dia. Canada Japan no wo share wum. Canada Japan ko cocoa board. Me say wo de Canada crop na dance ma. Canada Japan o ye wi tell mu nyina. Bawumia ye wi o. He sankofo no omo ewi race no. Et say Usain Bolt. Carl Lewis and omo win close 9.5 9.0 omo no enko 9.2 na omo race no Bryan Acheampong Canada Japan ne Bawumia omo kro no omo ball no abem no say Usain Bolt akoya friend saying Carl Lewis and ba akona no kakaka no sanko for the race 9.1 9.10 9.13 a tight race chronomu tight race. Now ocho letter we no the same day, and yes, printing another letter. Gigim. Now, also another letter by the same day, the same date, the same day, in some room. Farmers Food Relief and Recovery Program, logistics support for coordination and distribution of NPP of inputs and food items. It's a changing caption, no, and it's the same as Antokotoko. You change code, you change board, still team in ye. Bryan Acheampong, we are the check, we are the bomb from Okuta Papa. Or we are the who na tube, somewhere Jimmy. Me say, we change head, no, we change head, no, let wedding, no, we change caption, still as Antokotoko, still work beshomo, and the way who she I move my baby a bass in fact, gata so, and your book dress or dressing room, move to be park, still work betum, and the way who she Inti osadi another one by the same day. See Jimmy. Ben Johnson, Carl Lewis, Usain Bolt, and Ben Johnson. Hey, in conformance away, me see omo ko race na Bryan Acheampong, Bawumia, Kennedy. Eba kronumua Usain Bolt ankasa ene Bawumia. Eye Carl Lewis ene Kennedy Japan. Ena Ben Johnson eye Bryan Acheampong. Omo time no a close timing photo finish 9.1 9.111 9.111 metric ones. I say you would win omo nyina neck to neck. Kronumu neck to neck. ABB Udo Mediagro omo ye dangerous. Kronumu neck to neck photo finish you would win here. Now, let us second one. They say say the government launched the Farmer Food Relief and Recovery Program to address the impact of the dry spell on farmers' livelihood and ensure food security. 99% of MPP for Brofu went here. Jimmy. Me say kronomu neck to neck, nose finish. I can't to beat it. I said that you one and obey Bawumia, Kennedy, Bryan Acheampong. Me see you January number 1 ne. I was like, hey, Mundi, from Jimmy Colwa. Me see, and go for a chrono no boro. Omo beti omo to me see Andrew January number 1 ne was like, no one ne. Neck to neck, nose to nose. Chronomu race. It's here we are. I don't ever say, we would die and they'll bury us.
We are going to turn the whole country upside down. One by one.
Well, how will you do it?
Well, we will die and they will bury us. We are going to turn the whole country upside down. One by one.
Well, how will you do it?
Well, We will die and they will bury us.
We will go away. Be see. Upe chrono. On send the one kasa catch them. We can we akwi document. We can me so me gu part o me pie the to. Bawumia ene Usain Bolt no. Ewimu Usain Bolt MPP mu. Omo be di aban mu no. Sika Bawumia na yire nya no. Masa obebo dam. The second person sebio odi Bawumia chi your friend Kennedy Japan. Chrono mu Carl Lewis no. Be see abo pa hu ne sa. Kennedy chrono. Chrono Carl Lewis, Debian and say, Papa, do change baton. And open another chrono dangerous, Ben Johnson, and only a Bryan Acheampong. Sanko for no time, finishing time at 9.0 point, 9.000 point. Just a young wood or winning nose, photo finish, nose, almost to be yet to be almost checking the reading, almost to be now at 3 days, we because we'll be winning pe. Almost we are bomb. Hey, you fool. We crumb for omunyina yufo me see my pile omunyina document Kennedy document to ha Bawumia document to ha me see Bryan Acheampong ni sika asan wo Bryan Acheampong ono oni contract bia o ni sika asan